April 1, 1976. That was the day the world changed forever in a small garage in Cupertino. And now, exactly 50 years later, Apple is preparing for a celebration that will go down in history books. This isn't just an anniversary, it is a declaration of dominance. If you've been waiting to upgrade your gear, stop everything. The leaks coming out of Apple Park right now are so massive, they make every previous launch look like a footnote. Tim Cook isn't just excited, he's ready to drop a 50th anniversary bomb on the tech world, and it all starts on April 1st. First, let's talk about the silent giant, the Mac Mini. For years, it was the budget choice, but in April, it officially becomes a powerhouse. We are looking at the debut of the M5 and M5 Pro chips inside that tiny silver box. But here is the real kicker, Apple is reportedly killing the 256GB base model. The new standard is 512GB, and while the price might bump up by $100, you're getting double the storage for half of what Apple used to charge for the upgrade. It is the most powerful, value-packed Mac Mini ever built, and it's landing just in time for the party. But if you think that's big, wait until you see the iMac. The current M for iMac is already a beast, but for the 50th anniversary, Apple is bringing back a legend, the iMac Pro. Rumors are swirling about a massive 32-inch display using the same XDR Studio technology found in their high-end monitors. This isn't just a bigger screen, it's a pro-grade studio in a single cable-free environment. One cable for power, one cable for Ethernet, and the rest is pure, wireless magic. Whether it carries the M5 Max or the M5 Ultra, this is the resurrection professionals have been begging for since the last iMac Pro was discontinued. And then, we have the king of the desktop, the Mac Studio. This is where things get truly terrifying for the competition. Apple is preparing the M5 Ultra, a chip so advanced it uses a brand new dual silicon architecture. To put this in perspective, the M5 Max already beats the M3 Ultra in raw CPU performance. Can you even imagine what the M5 Ultra will do? It is quite literally a supercomputer that fits on your desk. Apple is even expected to shift the base storage for the Ultra model to a staggering 2 terabytes. It's a beast of a machine designed to define the next decade of professional work. Apple started 50 years ago with a desktop computer, and on April 1st, they are going back to their roots to prove they still own the future. This anniversary event is the moment the line between personal computer and workstation officially vanishes. Are you ready for the M5 era? Because once April 1st hits, the tech world will never look the same again. Something historic is about to happen in the tech world. And it's not just another product launch. It's not just another keynote. This moment marks half a century of innovation from one of the most influential companies ever created. Because Apple is turning 50 years old. Yes, 50 years. Back on April 1st, 1976, a small company was born in a garage. 2 young dreamers believed computers should be personal, simple, accessible, something ordinary people could actually use. Fast forward 5 decades, and that small garage startup has become one of the most powerful technology companies on the planet. And now, rumors suggest Apple is preparing something big to celebrate this milestone. Not just a small update. Not just a routine spring launch. But a special anniversary event filled with major upgrades and possibly some surprising announcements. So the real question is simple. What does Apple do when it celebrates 50 years of innovation? If the leaks and reports are accurate, the answer might be a lot. Because several major products are rumored to appear during this anniversary celebration. And each one could represent the next step in Apple's evolving ecosystem. Let's start with one of the most exciting possibilities. A brand new Mac Mini. The Mac Mini has always been a fascinating machine in Apple's lineup. Small, simple, and incredibly powerful for its size. It's the computer many creators, developers, and professionals quietly rely on every day. And now the Mac Mini might be getting a serious upgrade. The next version is expected to feature Apple's brand new M5 chip. And possibly even the more powerful M5 Pro version as well. If you've been following Apple's silicon journey, you already know how Dr. dramatic each generation has been. The jump from Intel to the M-series chips completely changed the industry. Suddenly tiny computers were outperforming massive desktop workstations while using a fraction of the power. Now imagine what the next generation could do. Early benchmarks suggest the M5 chip could push performance even further. Faster CPU speeds. Stronger graphics performance. Better AI processing. And improved efficiency. But interestingly, the Mac Mini itself might not change visually. Apple often follows a pattern. When the design works, they keep it. Instead of redesigning the entire body every year, they focus on improving what's inside. So the compact aluminum box many people already love could stay exactly the same on the outside. But internally, it may become significantly more powerful. Another change that could arrive with the new Mac Mini is storage. For years, many users have criticized the base storage on entry-level Macs. Starting with only 256GB sometimes felt limiting for modern workflows. But Apple may finally address that. Reports suggest the base storage could jump to 512GB by default. That means more space for apps, creative files, and projects without immediately needing expensive upgrades. Of course, upgrades may still exist for users who want more. 1TB, 2TB, or even higher options for professionals working with massive video files or large creative libraries. But even the starting configuration could feel far more practical than before. And if Apple introduces the M5 Pro version inside the Mac Mini, that would turn this small machine into an absolute powerhouse. Imagine professional-level performance sitting quietly on your desk, taking up almost no space. But the Mac Mini might not be the only desktop getting attention during this anniversary event. Another major product rumored to receive an upgrade is the iMac. The colorful all-in-one computer has become a staple of Apple's lineup again. Sleek design. Beautiful display. Simple setup. Everything built into one elegant machine. The current version uses the M4 chip. But Apple may soon replace it with the new M5 processor. That upgrade alone could deliver noticeable performance improvements. Faster multitasking. Smoother editing workflows. Better graphics for creative applications. And improved AI capabilities as Apple continues to integrate machine learning across macOS. But there might be another twist. Some rumors suggest Apple could introduce an even more powerful version of the iMac. An iMac equipped with the M5 Pro chip. If that happens, it would mark a significant shift. Because traditionally, the standard iMac has focused on everyday productivity rather than high-end performance. Adding a pro-level chip could transform it into a serious workstation. Think about designers, photographers, and video editors who prefer an all-in-one computer rather than a separate monitor and desktop tower. For them, a powerful iMac with an M5 Pro chip could become incredibly appealing. And there's another possibility floating around the rumor mill. New colors. Apple has always used color as a way to bring personality into its products. The original iMac from the late 1990s famously introduced vibrant translucent designs that completely changed how computers looked. So introducing fresh color options during the 50th anniversary would feel like a nod to that iconic era. But the most exciting rumor surrounding the iMac isn't just about colors or processors. It's about something much bigger. The possible return of the iMac Pro. For years, professionals loved the iMac Pro. It delivered powerful workstation performance while maintaining the elegant simplicity of the iMac design. Eventually Apple discontinued it, leaving many creators hoping it might one day return. And what better moment to bring it back than a historic anniversary event? Reports suggest Apple could introduce a much larger iMac model, possibly featuring a massive 32-inch display with technology similar to Apple's high-end studio displays. If that happens, the experience would be stunning. A huge, ultra-sharp screen combined with Apple's newest silicon. Inside that machine could be even more powerful chips. Perhaps the M5 Maximum. Or even the M5 Ultra. These chips represent the top tier of Apple's performance lineup. Massive CPU power. Incredible graphics power. stability, and extreme efficiency compared to traditional workstation hardware. A 32-inch iMac with an M5 Max or M5 Ultra chip would instantly become one of the most powerful all-in-one computers ever created. For filmmakers, animators, software developers, and professional editors, it could be an absolute dream machine. But Apple might not stop there. Another device expected to receive a major upgrade is the Mac Studio. If you've never seen the Mac Studio in action, it's essentially Apple's answer to high-end desktop workstations. Small compared to traditional towers, but unbelievably powerful thanks to Apple Silicon. The next generation Mac Studio could feature the M5 Max chip and possibly the legendary M5 Ultra. The Ultra chip is where Apple's engineering becomes truly fascinating. In the past, Apple created Ultra chips by combining two Max chips together using a special high-speed connection. This allowed the system to behave as if it were a single massive processor. The result was extraordinary performance levels. Now imagine that same concept with the next generation architecture. If the M5 Ultra arrives, it could become the most powerful chip Apple has ever built. For professionals working with massive video timelines, complex 3D environments, or huge software projects, that kind of power could dramatically accelerate workflows. Rendering that once took hours might finish in minutes. Editing massive 8K video projects could feel smooth and effortless. And all of that performance would exist inside a compact desktop machine that fits neatly on a desk. But beyond the specific products, this anniversary event represents something bigger. A celebration of 50 years of innovation. Think about how far technology has come since 1976. The original Apple computers were simple machines designed for hobbyists and enthusiasts. Today, Apple builds devices used by millions of people around the world every single day. From smartphones and laptops to tablets and desktops, Apple's ecosystem touches almost every part of modern digital life. And this anniversary moment gives the company a chance to reflect on that journey while also showing where the future might lead. More powerful chips. Smarter software. Deeper integration between devices. The next generation of Apple products won't just be faster versions of what we already have. They'll continue pushing the boundaries of what personal technology can do. And that's why this upcoming event has so many people paying attention. Because every once in a while, a launch isn't just about hardware. It's about a moment in history. 50 years ago, Apple started with a simple idea, put powerful technology into the hands of everyday people. Now, half a century later, that mission continues. And if the rumors are true, the products unveiled during this anniversary celebration could mark the beginning of Apple's next chapter. A chapter filled with faster machines, smarter software, and innovations that once again push the entire industry forward. The only question left is simple. What surprises does Apple still have waiting for us when the event finally begins?